Yeah, he's good. No, and I think Buck. I think it was some relief for Buck when he got it done. I mean, look, it really the first. I mean, he's had injuries in his career, but really it was the first time that he had one that was pretty serious. And then getting the surgery done, the relief that I think he felt. One, knowing I feel better instantly.
You like it?
You look ridiculous.
I know, I look like a candy cane.
Here, Indiana move. We from Indiana move. We some Indiana move. I'm an Indiana move.
Touchdown! I-N-D-Y! And he lost the ball. There's a fumble. Who's got it? The officials say the Colts do.
Great team win, baby!
Lobs it way downfield, intercepted, coming forward and making the INT for the Colts in the back end. To see the Colts win Super Bowl.
Hey, win on three. 1, 2, 3, win!
Welcome to For the Culture Cast. I'm your host, Marcus Sniffles, and on this channel we talk nothing but Colts and a little bit NFL news. So during the season, off season, we're here every Monday at 8 o'clock talking Colts. So make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe so you guys don't miss a video. Now, obviously, this off season, the biggest talking point, obviously, is about the health of Daniel Jones, and probably the secondary storyline of this season is, can Alec Pierce progress into being that number one wide receiver? But there's another storyline that I feel like people aren't really talking about or addressing, and I think it's one of the more important things that needs to happen for the Colts to, I don't want to say, win the division or win the Super Bowl or things of that nature. Like, let's just start by having a winning record. Like, let's get to 10 wins. Like, the things that need to happen for us to get to 10 wins, Deforest Buckner needs to stay healthy. Now, Deforest Buckner is going into his 6th year on the Indianapolis Colts. He's a 2-time Pro Bowler, 1-time first-team All-Pro. While he's been here, he averages about 7 to 8 sacks from the defensive tackle position, which is actually very impressive. But the last 2 years, this past season, he had a neck injury where he missed a lot of games. And the year before, he had a knee injury where he missed damn near the entire season. And he is going into the last year of his deal. And it's one of those things where I'm on the fence with this one. Like, I think on the last video we were talking about whether we should extend Jonathan Taylor or not. And with DeForest Buckner, with his age and his injury history starting to pile up, I'm on the fence. I'm good either way. I could see us, depending how this season goes, extending him and, having him retire as a Colt. And I could see where things maybe go south and the team just doesn't have it. And they're just like, all right, well, we're not going to invest a lot of money into I don't want to say a low value position, but defensive tackle is not as valuable as, say, defensive end or cornerback or left tackle or quarterback. So I could also see us letting him walk. Or I could see us maybe just extending him now. Maybe just saying like, hey, here's a 2-year deal. What do you think you can do? And at one point when we first got him here, I thought he was going to be our Chris Jones, like the guy in the middle that's going to wreak havoc, rush the passer, and dominate in the run game. And if we're being honest, he did kind of do that. When DeForest Buckner plays, he is one of the best defensive tackles in the NFL. He is one of the best players on this team, period, when he's healthy. When he is on the field, he is dominant. He is such a for him to be a defensive tackle and be 6'7", over 300 pounds, and move the way that he does, and have the arm length and the power and the vision and the intelligence to be where he's supposed to be at all times. In my book, that's a valuable player. And we don't have that many, quote unquote blue chip players on this defense. And this defense, yeah, it's nice to have Sauce Gardner. Yeah, it's nice to have Travarius Ward. Yes, it's nice to have Cam Bynum, and we're hoping Latu makes that leap. But if DeForest Buckner is healthy and good to go, he is going to unlock this defense and take us to another level. if we just look at last season, like I wanted to look at some of the numbers that he produces, but I didn't want to look at, with him in Gus Bradley's defense. Like, I don't think that's fair to Deforest Buckner, even though he was productive, but Lou Anarumo's scheme on a defensive side is completely different from Gus Bradley. So I'm not going to go that far back. But if you look at just last year, when Deforest Buckner played from week 1 to week 9, and he played week 15, our defense only gave up 83 yards rushing. That would have been first in the NFL. 83 yards on the ground. Now, when he missed games, we're talking about missing weeks 10 through 18, excluding week 15, we gave up 128 yards on the ground. That would have been 26 in the league. Like, that's bad, obviously. So this is almost like when Bob Sanders missed, games in the 2006 season, where it's just like, when he's not there, the defense isn't as great. But when he is there and he's healthy, he takes the defense to another level. He made our defense a Super Bowl winning caliber defense. You made it this far. If you have not liked the video at this point, what are you waiting for? Just like the video. Hit the like button right now. I'm talking to you. Make sure you like the video and subscribe and drop a comment. All that stuff. This is a threat. Not a threat, a warning. But it could be a threat. Just do it. And honestly, I think that is what Deforest Buckner can do for us. He low-key might be the key to unlocking Laiatu's full potential in his third year, because you have someone like Deforest Buckner who commands double teams. So if we're double teaming Deforest Buckner, Laiatu is more likely to get more one-on-ones, less chip blocks if you put Deforest Buckner on the outside. And if you have Deforest Buckner pushing the pocket in the inside, that forces quarterbacks to the outside, which in turn forces them to Laiatu. And now you got to think, you had Deforest Buckner pushing up the middle. You have Laiatu coming from the side. You have two shutdown corners in Sauce Gardner and Mooney Ward out there. You have a ball hawk like Cam Bynum. Deforest Buckner might be the key to unlocking this defense and propelling us into being a top 10 defense. Because it's nice to have covered corners, but if you don't have a pass rush, they can only cover for so long. And Deforest Buckner could be the key to that. So his injury is going to be something to monitor this offseason as we go into OTAs, mini camps, training camps, preseason, regular season. Because if I ask you to ask, do you feel comfortable about Deforest Buckner's backup? The guy that's behind him. How do you feel about that? Do you know who that guy is? Because I can tell you, when Deforest Buckner leaves the field, the run game gets dramatically worse. Now, we did bring in some guys. We did bring the guy in from Green Bay. Had a couple of draft picks. Had a draft pick last year, Tim Smith out of Alabama, who might be able to do some things. But this defensive tackle position, as far as like the 3 technique, we don't have a lot of depth at that position. And we don't have anybody as good as Deforest Buckner is, even at his age. So with that being said, let me know in the comments, should we bring back Deforest Buckner? Should we extend him now? Or should we wait until the offseason to see how this season goes in terms of if we're good or if we're trash? Let me know what you guys think in the comments. Make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe. We drop videos every Monday at 8 o'clock in the morning, so make sure you turn on those notifications, and I'll see you on the next one. Go Colts.